Hi guys, in this video we are going to see how to configure inter VLAN routing by using router on stick option. So previous video we saw how to configure inter VLAN routing by using L3 switch. Why we have to use inter VLAN routing? By default different VLAN communication it will be not possible. So to make it possible we have to configure inter VLAN routing. Either we have two options. One is router on stick and second one is inter VLAN routing by using L3 switch. We can call it as SVI configuration. Okay, now we will see router on stick configuration, how we are going to make different VLAN communication it's possible. Okay, let's see. These are the tasks I have taken. Task 1, PC1 should be reachable to PC4 which is connected on same access switch, and second task PC1 should be reachable to PC8 which is connected on different access switches. Okay, I have already configured PCSIP to save the time. So if you don't know how to configure PCSIP, just watch my previous video. I have explained clearly how to configure subnet mask and IP and gateway. So here I'm going to show you how to validate now. Just point the mouse on PC. We can see the IP address, subnet mask and gateway. So same way I have validated for all PCs. Everything is configured properly. Okay, then I'm going to check for switches. So switch configuration I have not done, so we will do switch configuration now. See, these are the configuration commands. So interface range I have taken here, FA0/1 to 0/2, because both are in same VLAN 10, and 3 and 4 which is belongs to VLAN 20, and FA0 by interface we should configure as a trunk. Okay, this configuration is common for switch 1 and switch 2. Okay, now we'll configure switch 1. Configuration mode, config T, just give interface range FA0/1 to FA0/2. Switch port mode trunk, switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10. Same way will configure for interface FA0/3 to 0/4. See, to verify you can see show running configuration, you can validate the configuration. See, 3 and 4 is not configured. I can see only switch port mode access is there, so we have to allow VLAN there. Okay, just give 20 switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 20. Okay, now we will verify with show VLAN brief command. Yeah, I can see FA0/1 and 2 it was mapped with VLAN 10, and 3 and 4 ports are mapped with VLAN 20. Even we can verify with one more command. The command is show interface status. Yeah, we can see here FA0/1 it's showing VLAN 10. Yeah, VLAN 10 is mapped with 1 and 2 interface, and 20 is mapped with 2 and 3 interface. Yeah, like this way we can verify. Okay, now we'll configure switch 2. See, if you have any doubt on creating L2 VLAN, just watch my previous video, or just configure VLAN 10 and VLAN 20 and just name it. That's it. Only 2-line command. Okay, now we'll configure interface FA0/1 and 0/2. Same way switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 10. Same way we'll configure interface FA0/3 to FA0/4. We have to pass VLAN 20 here. Switch port mode access and switch port access VLAN 20. We'll verify with show VLAN brief command. Yeah, I can see FA0/1 and 2 mapped with 10, and 3 and 4 ports mapped with VLAN 20. So one more command, show interface status. Yeah, we can see here FA 0 by 1 and 0 by 2 configured with VLAN 10, and 3 and 4 is configured with VLAN 20. We have configured all PCs connected switch interfaces. Now we'll configure FA 0 by 5, which is connecting to switch 3. Interface FA 0 by 5 and just give switch port mode trunk. That's it. We have given switch port mode trunk. Okay, we have completed switch 2 configuration. So just exit from switch 2. We'll try to check switch 1 configuration. I think switch 1 interface FA055 we are not configured. We can validate with show running configuration, but I'm sure I was not configured FA055, so I'm just directly going to configuration mode and I'm going to give switch port mode trunk command. So config t interface FA0 by 5 switch port mode trunk, no shed. Okay, now we have completed switch 1 and switch 2 both access switches configuration. Now we'll try to configure switch 3. Just open switch 3. Enable configuration mode. So we can give range command here because we are going to allow switch port, we are going to configure switch port mode trunk. So interface range FA0 by 1 to FA0 by 2. Just give switch port mode trunk, no shed and switch port mode trunk. See, in real device we have to give no shed, but in packet tracer mostly it was not, it was by default ports are coming up. So just it's very good habit to give no shed on all configuration. Okay, now we have configured FA0 by 1 and FA0 by 2. Okay, now we'll try to ping same VLAN communication, whether it's happening or not. Okay, from PC1 I am trying to ping 192.168.1.3, which is in same VLAN and it is connecting to different access switch. Yeah, but I'm unable to ping 1.3. So do you have any idea why this IP is not able to ping? Okay, we'll do the troubleshoot. I hope switch 1 and switch 2 we have configured properly, and we have to do the troubleshoot on switch 3. Okay, first we'll try to ping our self IP. Yeah, self IP 1.1 I am able to ping successfully. So no issue with that source PC. Okay. See, again I'm trying to ping 1.3. It's not happening. So unable to ping. So we'll try to do troubleshoot on switch 3. Okay, we'll log into switch 3. Just give show VLAN brief. See, I can see VLAN 10 and 20 is not configured here. So we have not configured L2 VLAN. We'll try to create L2 VLAN now. So VLAN 10, I have created VLAN 10. So for creating VLAN 20, just give VLAN 20, name sales. That's it. We have created two L2 VLANs. Now we'll try to ping from PC1 to PC4. Sorry, PC5. Just ping 192.168.1.3. We can see first few packets will be dropped. Why? Because just now we have configured, so it will take some time to show the reachability. Yeah, we can see last packet as successful. So we'll try to ping once again. Yeah, we can see successful ping response from source VLAN 10 to destination VLAN 10. Now same way we'll check for VLAN 20 PCs. So we'll try to ping from PC 3 to PC7 or PC8, which is belongs to VLAN 20 network. Yeah, I can see successful ping response from source to destination PCs belongs to VLAN 20 network. Okay, now same VLAN communication is happening properly. For different VLAN communication, we have to do the inter VLAN routing. Okay, we have successfully completed switch and PCs configuration. Now we'll try to do configuration on router. I'm going to show you what all configuration we need to paste on router. See, so physically there is ZIG 0 by 0 router interface is connected to switch. So this interface we have to divide as a sub interface. Like we have two VLANs, VLAN 10 and 20. As per that, we have to divide two sub interfaces. After dividing sub interface, we have to configure encapsulation.1q. So I have mentioned here 10 because VLAN number is 10. So I'm mentioning 10. So then we have to configure IP address. So this is the gateway IP address. Okay. So now we'll try to do the configuration. On router, ZIG 0 by 0 by 0 was the physical interface. That interface we have to divide as a sub interfaces. So ZIG 0 by 0 by 0 is connecting to switch. Okay, so here we'll give interface ZIG 0 by 0 by 0 dot 10. So now we have created one sub interface. Just give the IP address. So we have to give VLAN 10 IP address here, 192.168.1.254. This is the gateway IP. See here it is showing error. So before configuring IP, we are getting this error. So we have to configure the encapsulation first. Later we have to do the IP configuration. The command is encapsulation.1q. Okay. See, it's incomplete. Just mention the VLAN number. Just give the question mark. You will get here. We have to mention the VLAN number. Encapsulation.1q. And if VLAN 10 means we have to mention 10. Okay. Now you give the IP address. It will take. Yes, same way we'll create second sub interface 0.20 and give encapsulation.1q VLAN number 20. Then IP address we have to give 2.254. Yeah, we have created two sub interfaces now. Okay. See, still ports are not coming up. So that's why we have to give no shut now. We'll try to give no shut on physical interface. See, after giving no shut on physical interface, both sub interfaces are came up. We have configured router. Now we'll just check switch 3 configuration. Just give show interface trunk. Yeah, we can see all interfaces are configured with trunk and encapsulation it's showing 802.1q. See, encapsulation there are two types. One is ISL and second one is 802.1q. ISL is a Cisco proprietary and only it will work in Cisco devices. If you configure 802.1q, it will support multiple vendors. If you are using one end is Cisco, other end is Dell, it will support. So we should configure there 802.1q. Okay. In packet tracer, it's showing only 802.1q. It's not showing ISL, so no problem. But we have to mention 802.1q, or else trunking it won't work here. Okay, fine. Now we'll try to ping different VLAN IPs. Okay, just I logged in PC1. I'm trying to ping VLAN 20 IP. So first we'll try to ping 2.1. Maybe we can see the packet drop for first packet and remaining packets we will get the successful. Yeah, we can see successful ping response for remaining packet. We have successfully completed task 1. I will try to ping 192.168.2.3 from PC1. Yes, I can see successful ping response from source to destination. Yeah, that's it. We have successfully completed inter VLAN routing by using router on sticks. Thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe my channel for more videos.